Let's look at this example here. We have a variable, a function declaration, and a function invocation. If I try to run this file, I get the expected output. Now, if I try to move this line down here and then run it, I'm not getting an error here. I'm getting the output, but instead of the variable fruit, the value of the variable fruit, I'm getting an undefined value. Now, why does this happen? In the previous video, we had discussed how a file is executed in two phases. There's a creation phase and then there's the execution phase. In the creation phase, the JavaScript engine tries to allocate memory to the members of the file. So this function or this variable, all these declarations need to be stored in JavaScript engine first in the creation phase. So the getName function will be stored, the whole declaration of this function will be stored in the memory, and this variable will initially be set to undefined. So this is what happens in the creation phase of the execution. Now once the execution phase begins, it will go through the file line by line again. It will look at this function. This is the function declaration, so it will just skip this function. It will then go to this invocation, line number 7. When it comes to this line, it will create a function execution context for this function. So this function declaration now will have its own context. It will have a variable, it will have a local variable person. When it tries to execute this console log, it will look for this person variable which it finds in the local scope itself. It will then try to look for this fruit in the local scope first. Since it can't find a fruit variable in this scope, it will try to look in the global scope. Now this fruit variable has been declared initially. It has not yet been initialized with its original value, but it has been declared by the JavaScript context. It's still set to undefined because we have still not passed beyond this line. It's still undefined. So now when this console log gets executed, this fruit variable will be undefined instead of mango. So if I try to run this in the browser, the creation phase has already happened. The person variable is undefined. If I go in the global scope, I'll find this fruit variable is also undefined. If I move on to the next line, in the console log, you can see that person is accessible. Person has a value. Person has been assigned its original value. The fruit variable on the other hand is still undefined because the JavaScript engine is still processing this invocation. It will still be undefined. So if I move on to the next line, in the console you will be able to see this string. If you are still having any confusions, you can go through the previous video. It explains execution context in detail and this will make a lot more sense. So this principle, by the way, is known as hoisting. Now, people have this misconception around this word hoisting. Whenever they hear this word, what they think is the JavaScript engine lifts up the variables in the file. So if you look at this file from top to bottom, even you'll feel that when I'm trying to run this console log statement, I'm still able to access fruit even though the variable fruit is way down in the file. But that's not the case. JavaScript doesn't literally lift up the variables. All it does is, before execution, it just places a placeholder value for all the variables, which is undefined. And that is why you don't get an error, but you get undefined instead. That's literally it. Hoisting is just that. It's just the creation phase of the execution context. Now if I try to replace this var with the let, let's see what happens. Now I'm not getting the expected string. Instead I'm getting an error, a reference error which says cannot access fruit before initialization. Now what happened here is when I switch from var to let, it still goes through the same phases. In the creation phase, it will still be allocated some memory. It will still have a placeholder undefined value. The JavaScript engine just handles it differently. It handles let and const declarations a bit more strictly. So it won't let you use it before initialization. So this part is called the declaration, and this part, assigning the value, is called initialization. So before you have initialized the variable with a value, it won't let you access it in case of let and const. So this whole area is basically a dead zone for this variable. So you won't be able to access this variable in this area. This area, by the way, is known as temporal dead zone. So this variable is not accessible in this area because the browser won't let you do it. If I try to change this into const, you'll see that I'll get the same error. See, it's the same reference error, cannot access fruit before initialization. If you see here, if I open up the scope block, you'll still be able to see the fruit variable with an undefined value. The only catch here is it won't let you access it until and unless it is initialized with its actual value, which is mango. So if I move on to the next line, it will access this person variable. Now it will give me an error saying that it cannot be accessed before initialization. It's being handled in a similar way. It's still there. It has an undefined value, but the browser is just a little bit stricter when it comes to let and const declarations. It just won't let you use it before it has come to the initialization line. So anything before that initialization line is a dead zone for the browser. It would just not let you access the variable before its initialization. The reason we have these let and const declarations is to pick up on errors. So if a programmer accidentally tries to access a variable before even declaring it, you'll get an error straight away. In case of var, that won't happen. In case of var, it will put an undefined value, and then you'll be scratching your head trying to figure out what exactly happened. So let and const just put up a few restrictions when it comes to using them, when it comes to accessing them. The best possible fix for this issue is to put all your declarations at the top of the file instead of having them at the bottom. This will obviously work. Yeah, so that's pretty much it when it comes to hoisting. I'll probably make a separate video on var, let and const and some of their peculiar behaviors. Also, these errors that you just saw, the reference error, and there's many more. I'll be also covering all those errors in a separate video. So yeah, do subscribe, do stay tuned, and I'll see you in the next one.